Hey, hello everybody. Tony, your resident perennial champion out here in the rain. I hope you can hear me over all that. We're looking at Aster Purple Dome here. These things are really nice, can full, probably about 6 inches tall or so. This is a nice looking crop of plants. Everybody knows the Aster, though it's a late bloomer, so we don't really have any bud set or anything like that, but thought you should get a look at these. They look really awesome right now. All right, here we have Echinacea Sonora Red. Look at all the color popping on these things. I'll zoom in a little bit. You can see those buds right there. These things are going to be showing a ton more color than they are already showing. That classic coneflower look is just such an awesome color to add to your collection. If we pan right over here, you're looking at Sombrero Lemon Yellow. Same thing with these. These are in bud and bloom, showing a whole lot of color. If you go right behind them, you're looking at Echinacea Kismet Raspberry. Now these things aren't showing as much color right now, but the foliage is nice and full. They are starting to bud and they are starting to bloom, so it won't be long. These will be following real quick with that that raspberry colored flower. All right, here you're looking at Echinacea Sombrero Granada Gold. Another nice yellow echinacea, same as usual. Sorry about that. Buds and blooms. Gonna get a whole lot of color out of these real soon. Powwow Wild Berry Echinacea. These things aren't quite as budded and bloomed as the rest of them, but you are starting to see some buds and you are starting to see those flowers right now. So it won't be too long before you see a whole lot of color out of these. And again, just another awesome colored echinacea. Here we have Coreopsis Cream Caramel. These things are pretty tightly budded right now, but they are budded. Let me zoom in here. You can see one flower peeking out there and a whole lot of buds. Every one of these plants is can full, standing about 10-12 inches tall and loaded with buds. Let these things flower on your lot. All right, you're looking at Cicerincum Lucerne. Man, I hope you can hear me. The rain's starting to pick up out here, but you can see these things. They're in full bloom, and let me zoom in a little bit. You can see all those white heads, but don't be worried. A lot of you guys who know this plant know that the blooms will close up. These guys will open up and you'll have a full head of awesome purple flowers with that nice yellow center to them. Cicerincum Lucerne. Coreopsis Creme Brulee. You can see one lonely flower right there, but it has that awesome creamy yellow color to it. And if you just look right around it, you'll see a ton of buds. These things are just loaded and loaded with buds. You can see the crop's really tight, really full, really consistent. So now's a good time to get them. All right, here you're looking at Leucanthemum Becky. These Shasta daisies aren't showing much or anything really as far as buds go. I see one or two here or there, but these things are can full. They're probably a good 8-10 inches tall. Super full, super consistent, and super green. All right, check out this crop of Sedum caudicola, showing its awesome purple blue color to it right now. You can see these things are even more than can full. Again, another nice consistent crop all the way across the board. Everybody needs this. This is a classic Sedum ground cover. Can't go wrong. All right, right in front of me we have Coreopsis Zagreb. You can see this crop right here. It's nice and tall and full, probably about 12 inches or so. Right next to that, you have Coreopsis Big Bang Cosmic Eye. Both of these are loaded with buds. You can see some of the flowers here showing up on the Cosmic Eye. Won't be long before you see a lot more of those Zagreb flowers as well. And I don't know if I can get back there, right? But right behind that that water spout is another set of the Coreopsis Cosmic Eye. Ordered these today. All right, take a look at this plumbago. These guys are can full, actually fuller than can full. Probably 8 inches tall. The foliage looks awesome. You know, it won't be long before we start seeing some buds and then that awesome blue flower to follow. Take a look at this crop of Nepeta Junior Walker. You can see these things are in full bloom right now and they look fantastic. You're looking at a good probably 12-15 inches in height, can full. Nice light green foliage and that awesome purple flower right on top of it. Geranium Roseanne. Take a look at these. They're in bud and bloom right now, getting a nice watering out here in this fantastic weather we're having out here. But you can see this crop is really full and really consistent. You can't go wrong with this ground cover. It's pretty much a standard, but it's a standard for a reason. It's real durable and it's a great plant to have. Take a look at this crop of yarrow Sunny Seduction. These things are all budded pretty nicely right now, showing a lot of color, showing a lot of buds. You should get a pretty nice group of flowers as soon as these things bloom. I don't know, maybe give it another week or so. I don't think it'll be too long before you see that awesome yellow flower pop out of these things. Okay, right in front of me you're looking at Hosta Halcyon. You could see how full these things are, how consistent they are, that awesome blue foliage to it. Not in bloom yet like some of the other hostas. If I go back here, you're looking at Key West. You can see some of those buds popping up there, and it won't be long before those things start showing their flower. Let me pan out. You could just take a look at house after house of hostas. I think I'm looking at August Moon back there, some Patriots, looks like maybe some Wees are back there. All of our hostas right now are looking fantastic. Kind of have to pick and choose. You're going to have some in bud, some not quite in bud, but every one of them looking great. Here we have Hosta Summon Substance. This is one of those nice ones with a yellowish green foliage to it. Awesome big leaves, awesome full can, looking at a good 12-15 inches tall. These things are super consistent and ready to go. Right next to that, some more of the Patriots. I know I just pointed them out, but can't get away from them. They're everywhere and they all look awesome. Hosta Victory, another fantastic looking hosta. These things are really cool. They got kind of that veined leaf with the yellow edging to it and a nice green center. These things are great. Different look to a variegated hosta, but another great hosta to have. All right, Hosta Seaboldiana elegans. One more. I couldn't help myself. I'm walking past these things. I couldn't just go by them without giving you guys a good look. Take a look at this full, consistent crop. I'm trying to zoom in on some buds there, but these things are starting to bud. It won't be long before you see a flower out of them. All right, I think I said the last one was my last hosta, but I just keep walking past these fantastic looking plants. Right here in front of me, you're looking at Hosta Hush Puppy. I like these little guys with their long, elongated leaves, little pointed tips. Stay a little bit smaller, but you get a ton of leaves and a ton of foliage. It's a really neat looking hosta. Again, Geranium Roseanne. Bud and bloom. Can't go wrong with this ground cover. It's the perfect ground cover to give you a little bit of color and a lot of bit of foliage. All right, here you're looking at Coreopsis, Lil Bang Red Elf. You can see all the flowers on this thing starting to pop, and look at all those buds. This thing is in bud and bloom. I would get these right away, man, and you could show a whole lot of color out on your lot. Coreopsis, Lil Bang Red Elf. All right, take a look at these. Leucanthemum Whoopsie-daisy. Look at this crop. Let me step back a little bit. You can see how consistent, how nice and green they are, and look at all that white. These things are ready to pop. They are in bud, and they will be in bloom very, very soon. Now is a great time to get these things. Look at that. This is a fantastic crop that I'm looking at right here. Probably one of my favorites so far. Here you're looking at Sensation Sky Blue Salvia. These things are in full bloom right now. They look great. Standing about 12 inches tall or so. Nice looking crop. Awesome purple color. Awesome salvia. Take a look at this Liatris spicata. These guys are looking really good right now. They're probably standing at least 15, 18 inches tall, and you know, from here they're only going to get bigger. And you can see, if I zoom in here a little bit, you can see they're starting to bud. I don't know, my camera work's not that great, but trust me, these things are starting to bud, and it won't be long before you get those awesome purple spikes out of them. Check out this crop of lilies. You're looking at After 8 right in front of me here. These are really nice. They're budded. They're not very tight anymore. They're getting there. You know how lilies work. It takes a little bit of time for these, but It won't be long before they start showing some color. Now's a really good time to get them. You want to grab these things before they're in full bloom. Lily, a tiny nugget. These things are budded. They're getting pretty close, man. If you take a look at these pretty close, it won't be long before they start showing some color. But they look fantastic right now. Nice sturdy stems. Here we have Lily Tiny Pomes. You can see these things are budded, but take a look right here as I zoom in a little bit. You can see they're starting to show some of that color through. It's going to be real soon when these things bloom, and these things have a very, very cool flower. Look it up. Okay, here you're looking at some of the never-ending series of daylily. Right in front of me here you have Rosy Ruffles. These things are in bud and bloom right now, showing some of that awesome rosy colored flower. Right behind that you have never-ending Yellow Parfait. These things are really, again, in bud and bloom, and some of these flowers are really starting to show some awesome color. Some of that yellow, some of that orange. As I pan back a little bit, you're looking at Pink Parfait. Again, same old story, bud and bloom, showing some of that really nice pink flower. And we got a couple more back there. Just give me 1 second and I'll get back there. Okay, right in front of me, some more of the never-ending series. You're looking at Strawberry Swirl. Bud and bloom, nice full plants, nice height. You're probably looking at a good 12-15 inches. I should have mentioned that before. Most of them are going to fall between that 8 to 12 to 15 inch range. And then right behind that, sorry, there's my finger. You're looking at never-ending Red Velvet. Another great looking plant, another one showing a whole lot of bud, showing a whole lot of color as well.